passion soul. In the sensual salute. With the stars you know. Watching you know. As the curtains rise, let our bodies sway into every beat we dance in this magical. We're wrapped up in the rhythm. Every note feels so right. In this sensual salute. Tonight, our night, feel the fire burn.
All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Kevin, back for another video over here, and it has been a while, I should say, and like always, my excuse, life first before anything else. So, but I'm glad to be back, ladies and gentlemen, Planeteers, and I'm sorry for being out so long, but I've been on the show or the main show for the past couple of weeks, even months. But yeah, I've had some absences as well along the way. But glad to be back on my very own, sideshow of this channel. So we are going to talk about, of course, none other than the Phoenix Suns, who are in a four-game winning streak with the latest win against the Bucks in a thriller of a game, 106-108, again in favor of your Phoenix Suns. So the Suns right now, they are currently sitting at number 10 in the play-in tournament if the plan is to start now. And with the Mavericks' loss earlier today, well, the Suns are gaining some ground, establishing their position on that 10th spot. But of course, we all know who will tonight's opponent is going to be. That is the defending champions, none other than the Boston Celtics. But let's just talk about the run that the Suns have been on lately, and what do we think is the biggest change for the Suns? That they have woken up, they have risen from the dead, uh, they have risen from nothing basically, and again giving us hope, Suns fans. Um, I I know that this is gonna end up badly for us. I know that, being Suns fan for a lot of years, but it's good that we're seeing some improvements out there. And let's just talk about first the game. Okay, so the game, it's tightly contested, right? I believe the biggest lead was 6 or 8 for Milwaukee. I didn't see the game as a whole because I fell asleep, and I was just able to capture to catch the fourth quarter in the dying seconds. But pretty much when I saw the highlights, it's just Milwaukee, Phoenix just going toe to toe. Not no team has pulled away in this game, but it was Kevin Durant definitely who carried the Suns all game long. He had 38 points in 52% shooting and shot 77.8% from downtown with 7 3-point shots made. And Devin Booker, of course, you know, the whole game was carried by Durant, but when it comes to finishing the game, it was Devin Booker, clutch as he's ever been. He ended up with 19 points and 7 of 18 shooting with that's almost 39%. He didn't he didn't even made a three in this game, but the Suns win. Overall team effort here. We have Nick Richards with 10, Ryan Dunn with 12. We're going to talk about Ryan Dunn a little later. And then who else chipped in here? Colin Gillespie added 6. You had Royce O'Neal adding 3. Tyus Jones with 8. And Cody Martin with 5. Cody, we're going to talk about him as well. Oso Iguodaro really providing that spark as well with 4 points and 4 rebounds. in this game, and Grayson Allen had three. Um, I believe there was a big shot by Grayson Allen in the second half, but yeah, let's just talk about this. Oh, well, let's just go over to the Bucks here, just to be fair with them. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 31 points. And 10 rebounds, double double. You have Brooke Lopez as well, 23 points and 10 rebounds. And you have Kyle Kuzma with 15 points um, that he chipped in. So that's their version of victory. Not so much. But you need to break through when you have Kevin Durant and the section of the young talent on West Ryan also tomorrow. And that has been the formula that the Suns have found to win games. So, yeah, let's talk about the individuals who are mainly responsible for this four-game winning run that we have seen. First of all, let's talk about Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn over the last four games averaged 13.8 points a game and yeah, 7.3 rebounds over here. I'm looking at the basketball reference, you guys. 13.8 points, 7.3 rebounds, 4.8 of those are defensive rebounds, and then zero point 0.5 assists, shooting 45% from downtown. So that's a big thing, despite the benching for almost a month or two by Coach Bud, which we really don't or didn't understand as to why, right? You were outside the playoff picture looking in, and you're shortening your rotation and, leaving Ryan Dunn to rot in the bench. So that didn't make sense. But Ryan Dunn proving that, you know, you play him, he's gonna positively impact the game with his defense, hustle, athleticism, and all that stuff. And oh my goodness, in your face, coach. But shooting 53% overall in the field, and Ryan Dunn, the impact. Like I said before, I think Ryan Dunn's potential or ceiling is higher than Mikael Bridges. It's just it's just a matter of developing and being the right mindset for Ryan Dunn. This young guy really is, he's one of the core that's going to make the Suns competitive, for a very long time with Devin Booker, staying with the Suns, at least for now. That's the headlines, but we're going to get past all these rumors that have been swirling around come off season. But yeah, Ryan Dunn, man. Um, ever since the last four games he started, and the result four-game winning streak, right? So I don't think that's an accidental or incidental thing. I think this guy really impacts winning. So there you go. Good job to the rookie Ryan Dunn. Not afraid of the moments. And speaking of not afraid of the moment, you know, the last highlight from Ryan Dunn was that dunk over Giannis Antetokounmpo. I wanted to see that again. Can we see that again? Let's see if we can pull that up. And let us share our screen. Let me just turn off the music 1 second. Dang. Okay, so here we go. Where is that play? Ooh. Yeah, that is our rookie, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Dunn, dunking over um, Giannis, none other than Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shout out to Lee Harvey, at Music Fan for Life from Twitter, that is aware. who he published a video, but I think that's the NBA's video that he retweeted. But yeah, Ryan Dunn, man, like I said, kudos to him. And now let's talk about Colin Gillespie. Colin Gillespie on a two-way contract, two-way deal, but I am not going to be surprised if the Suns, if he continues to play this way, just like Gambo said, if he continues to play this game, it's expected that the Suns will cut Micic. I'm not sure if I'm saying the name right, Micic. They'll cut him and convert Colin Gillespie, into um, a standard contract for the Suns. So for the guy, just as a employment standpoint, I'd be happy for him to get a standard contract, and a guaranteed contract. But uh, the way he plays the game, he's such a he's just a solid guy. Um, it's like a guy who has to, or has a chip on his shoulder, that's wanting to prove that he belongs to the game, and that's something that the Suns needed, because this team is pure, or not pure, but is full of proven players: Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal. They are established players, but they need to have that guy who has that extra motivation. Every game, night in and night out. This, even though they don't play, there's no guarantee of playing time. That player that brings that energy, and they have certainly found it from Colin Gillespie. So I actually applaud Coach Bud for trying Colin Gillespie, and has been starting for the last how many games? Yeah, and it resulted to a win, just like with you know. Okay, so he started 3 games in the last 4, and he's averaged what 6.7 points and 44% from 3, and 43% overall in the field. So, great job by Coach Bud for trying out Colin Gillespie. And it's rare for coaches to try someone who's in a two-way contract late in the season, and you're trying to establish your way into a play-in or playoff spot. So, maybe it forced his hand as well. Bradley Beal being out, and Tyus Jones, playing off the bench, and but they've found a gem, well, a diamond in the rough, just to be nostalgic. Diamond in the rough in Colin Gillespie. So kudos to the Suns there. And yeah, Cody Martin. Cody Martin, with all the talk of sports hernia and the injury, and how many games he's missed, after trading for him. I'm so sorry. Just like what John Boyda has said in his tweet, and in one of his tweets, I'm sorry, Cody Martin. I was not familiar of your, was not familiar, on how you play the game. So, Cody Martin, another really tough guy, and a welcome sight for the Suns, in terms of defense. Not a great shooter, not a great scorer, not known for any of those, but he can knock down some corner threes, um, and bring that hard-nosed defense that the Suns badly needed, that we have been looking for all season long. It's with Cody Martin. Um, is he playable during the playoffs or the play-in? We shall see. But in the mm, you know not quite minutes that he's and that he's shown, last great defensive guy. Um, Jake said, I think you mentioned this on a pod. Why do we get the worst of the brothers, right? Yeah. But I think Cody Martin's defense is what the doctor ordered for the Phoenix Suns. And speaking of defense, for the last 5 games, do you know that the Suns' defensive rating is at 113.4? Yeah, so that has improved. So currently, the Suns, I believe they are still, at the bottom of the defensive efficiency of 117.9. But over the last 4 games in this winning streak, or 5 games, where they have won 4 out of 5. Their defensive rating is at 113.4. That's as elite as they can get. Um, so yeah, at least we're seeing you know some progress in terms of the defensive side. Maybe Coach Fitzdale is already has tried coaching already after all this time. So yeah, going to the main guys now. We have Devin Booker. Like I said, the last game was the hero with 2 seconds left, mid-range beauty, as pure as it can get to take the lead, 108-106 against the Bucks. So he had the last laugh against this Bucks team. Um, yeah, and Devin Booker over the last 4 games, he had averaged right at 26 points a game. 26 points a game, and he's really been passing well too, right? All season long, actually. Yeah, last game against the Bucks, I think 13 or 14 assists. Let me check that. 12 assists for Devin Booker. So he's been passing well over the course of this 4-game winning streak, and the turnovers are down, just below 3 a game. So that's a welcome development. Although his 3-point shot really needs some work, just 37%, right around just his career average and from 3, but 47% overall from the field. So can't complain too much about what Devin Booker has been doing. Everything has been working for him over the last 4 games, scoring, passing the ball, and taking care of it. Yeah, kudos to Devin Booker here. And I feel like for Devin Booker, he has taken a step back, or it's just him and KD, taking turns. Whoever who's hot, go ahead, do your thing, go get your points, and if I'm needed, I'll be there, and I'll score. We saw that in the game wherein he had 41 against Chicago. Devin Booker was really hot at the time, and KD against Chicago only had 26 points. That's still plenty, right around Kevin Durant's average. But when you have like a right hand in Devin Booker scoring, really really hot that game, you don't try to go 30. There's no need. So I think without Bradley Beal in the lineup, their roles are more defined on who's going to score or not, and the offense is cohesive. Not when Bradley Beal is there. And later we're going to talk about Bradley Beal too. So yeah, Devin Booker over the course of this 4-game winning streak, 26 points, 8.8 assists a game, and only 2.8 turnovers. Good job to Book too. And now KD. Let's talk about him. So over the last 4 games, KD has averaged 30 a game. Not surprising, he was the player of the week last week. Western Conference, 30 a game, 6 assists, and turnovers, just 3.3. Again, as I've said before, turnovers, it's expected of Kevin Durant because the way how he's being played defensively, he's he's gonna turn the ball over. But all the offense that he's giving you will alleviate all those things on the turnover side. He's been passing pretty well as too, averaging 6 a game over the last 4 games, and the shooting, 3-point shooting is 57%. So that is so good from Kevin Durant. 56% overall in the field, and KD showing showing the Suns and the fans what they're gonna miss if he's ever gonna get traded, to another team this offseason, which is apparently per Brian Windhorst, they're just waiting for the offseason before they unload KD, which is I'm totally against. It's KD, and it's very difficult to find. It's very difficult to find a player at his age still producing at an elite level. Just like LeBron. What's LeBron has been doing. Um, so you're never gonna get a player like this ever before, or ever again, rather. Not if you look at you know you're looking 100 years. But yeah, Katie definitely great job over the last 4 games, and it doesn't get easier. Like we have discussed earlier at the start of this show, the Suns will face the Celtics. That's going to be tonight, depending on when you're watching this, and then they're going to be at the on the road again, which is their record, as we know, is not good. This is not a good Suns record or Suns road team this year against the Wolves. The Wolves. Let's just leave it at that. The Wolves, which is pretty good at home, and we all know what have happened the last 2 or 3 games that the Suns and the Wolves have met. Every time there's like a dance party by Anthony Edwards, uh, um, and then you face the rugged Rockets team at home, back at home, and then you have the Bucks. Um, this is on the road again, and then you will have once again a taste of the block, the champions, the Celtics down there in is it still TD Garden? Yeah, the Celtics in Massachusetts, and then you still have the Knicks, the Warriors, and then the Thunder, and then you have the Spurs and the Kings. So, will the Suns hold their position at the 10th spot and make the play in? We will find out over the next 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. That is. Whew, it's gonna be a hell of a ride full of emotions, I bet. You guys, it's just a good thing that the Suns have that tiebreaker against Mavericks. So the Anthony Davis has returned. I'm not sure with the other supporting cast if they will ever return this season, but you know, them losing to the Knicks is certainly a great news for us Suns fans because we're hoping to, gain some some more lead on that win column, um, you know, against the Mavericks. There. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit crusty for this video. So that's my bad, totally. And then Bradley Beal. With the way the Suns are playing right now, we kind of saw this when Nick Richards and Grayson Allen, well, particularly Grayson Allen, who was out for like 2 or 3 games over the last week. Coach Bud did not reinsert him right in the starting lineup. Instead, he stuck with Dunn. In the last game, I'm not sure what will happen tomorrow. What would be the starting lineup would look like, or what the starting lineup would look like tomorrow against the Celtics. But I trust that whatever winning formula or the winning combinations that has been working for the Suns over the last 4 games will that's where Coach Bud will stick. Okay. But when Bradley Beal returns, I don't think he should be back in the starting lineup. I think he can be um, in the bench, coming off the bench. We all know hamstring. He needs to rehab, maybe take less minutes, be on a minutes restriction. But I don't expect him to be in the starting lineup at all going forward. But I don't know. What's your take? I mean, you don't want a $50 million guy just coming off the bench. Well, the Suns did before the trade deadline, but that still didn't work out. So maybe this time they'd be firm with it and just bringing him off the bench. But I don't know. I don't know what the Suns are going to do when he eventually returns, but he will return. That's no problem, or that's no question. But in terms of the rotation, I'm not sure how Coach Bud is going to figure that out. But if you have any idea or recommendation to Coach Bud, just comment down below and we'll see. Okay, so I guess that's it. It's too long of a video now, 26, or we're going 27 minutes. But yeah. A few reminders. We'll see if we have a show this Saturday. Jake is not going to be in, and I'm not sure if I can host the Saturday show for you guys, but we will see. And then next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we might have something for you guys. A very special guest. It's going to be pre-recorded, but it's the person is all well known by you Suns fans, and we'd probably put out a promo out on Twitter days before the actual recording of the show, so that you guys can send questions that we can ask him during the recording. So yeah, just follow us on Twitter for that announcement. And please, if you like the content that we have been doing, ever since the start, the podcast has started. Sure, I wasn't there when this started, but you can buy us beer. All you have to do is to click the link in the description. I'm gonna put it right there. But yeah, other than those reminders, I want to thank you guys for watching this this presentation. Oh, I forgot to ask, do you think the Suns are back, or do we need more evidence or more games that we have to? And well, there's no question that there are a lot of games that has to be won still, but do you think the last 4 games is the start of something special? Are the Suns back? So if you think that they are, comment down below as to why that is your answer. And if you don't think they are back and these are just fluke wins, then explain yourself as well down in the comment section. But thank you guys again for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Go Suns. And yeah, like I always said, be kind to one another. You guys have a great day.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stay with us as the Suns get set to shine here on their home court.
Here's Perry. Cigar Hurd. Here's the jump shot. Good. It's good.
Al McCoy with you courtside. Comes up a 3.
Suzanne. He ties it. Hey, D.A. Al and Tim up here.
Happy birthday!
Right. Yeah.
I know it's the moment. Happy birthday, baby!
Here's Cameron Payne out on top. Durant, 3-pointer straight away.
Suzanne. I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone in this arena this afternoon, to all of those that are watching and listening on radio and TV. Thank you for allowing me to tell the story of the Suns for 51 great years. That pretty much wraps things up here. And for one last time, this is Al McCoy saying thanks for being there. Thanks for being with us tonight. And from the Footprint Center here in downtown Phoenix, we'll just say so long for now.